Hi everybody, welcome to another one of these Raw Studios TV live lessons. Today we've got some really brilliant guests with us. I've got Massimo sat here, and just behind the camera, who you can't see at the minute, is Rob. Massimo's over from Italy, and it's just, you know, it's been a pleasure to spend time with these guys, and they've been teaching my students today. Did a clinic last night, and they're on a clinic tour around Europe at the moment. So we're really kind of honoured to have them in here. So we're just going to sort of talk about some technique things. We're all students of, as you probably know, we're all students or ex-students of Dom Famularo, who is responsible really for what we do now. But you know, most of you are already aware of that anyway. So you know, I'm going to ask Massimo some questions. We're going to be passing the microphone backwards and forwards a little bit, because we're all on this one mic at the minute. But you know, hopefully you're going to get something out of this, and we'll move that forward. So here is Massimo.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if I can just ask what you got from your time studying with Dom.
Yeah. Thank you. Here.
Yeah.
Nice. So I've got a lot of things studying with Dom, but the first and most important thing it was the passion and the enthusiasm. So Dom's teacher to me to trust in me. This the in our clinic with Rob Hirons, called Motion and Emotion. This clinic, we talk a lot about passion and a lot about to trust in our skills. So Dom teach to me, the first thing that Dom teach was you have to trust in you. Yeah. So this is a message that Rob Hirons, we want to leave to the students. The first thing, please trust in you and trust in your abilities and your skills. This is the first thing. And then Dom teaches to me a lot of technical stuff. Because I studied with Dom for 6 days. Okay, 6 days. We studied for 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon, 4 hours in the morning for 6 days.
Wow.
It was incredible. Yeah, really incredible. And this is nice. And what I say during the clinic is that I trusted in me, and I went to Dom Famularo to study. And then at the end of this course, Dom Famularo asked to me, he asked, Massimo, do you want to work with me? Because you did great, you're a great student. I say, yeah, why? And now this is the reason why I'm here. So this is the first thing from Dom. And then about the technical, so I learned a lot of things. Do you wanna talk something?
Yeah, no.
So I love to say to my student that the first thing is passion, and the second is culture. You know, for me, culture means success. You know, we have to know about the history of the drums. We have to know. Maybe I am a student of Dom Famularo, but who is the teacher of Dom Famularo? Who was the teacher of Dom Famularo? I think this is very cool, and very important. Yeah. And so Dom Famularo taught me a lot of exercise from 3 important teachers in the drummer world. The first was Billy Gladstone, the second George Lawrence Stone, and then Sanford Augustus Mahler. So this, I think that students, drummer, must to know this teacher, because these teachers create the history of technical exercise. So we can talk about Billy Gladstone a little bit. Okay, Billy Gladstone, he was a great teacher, but he created an exercise to develop the finger technique. In our clinic, we do this funny play with the people. So now I can also explain that there is an exercise, very simple, to develop our finger technique, and that I can show on this camera. Is this. So if you want to develop this exercise, is very easy. You have only to do this exercise, perfect, and you have to have the maximum extension, and then to go down in this way. Oh, imagine that we have a tempo, a slow a tempo, no, a normal tempo. For example, this. Yes, we have to do 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. But we have to do this exercise for 1 minute, maybe 1 minute at the first, and then 3 minutes every day. Okay, imagine now to do this exercise with the maximum extension is very, very difficult physically. So imagine every day to study with this exercise at slow tempo, 60 BPM, for example, 1, 2, and then to go every day for 3 minutes. Every day, 3 minutes. I did this exercise for 6 months, and now I arrived at 120.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult for the hands. And then after this, this is a sort of preparation, you know. We have to prepare our fingers, a sort of gymnastic for the fingers. And then we can do this exercise. It's because there is a lot of exercise for the finger. If you see Giorgio Meyer DVDs, a lot of exercise. But we can do this one. For example, start with the left hand, and obviously we have to use only the finger without wrist and without an help from the first finger. So maybe I can show. Only with the finger. So after this exercise, do this 5 minutes with left hand. Over 16 notes, for example. Then 5 minutes with the right. 5 minutes with the left, another time. 5 minutes with the right hand, another time. And finally, at least, with both. This is a great exercise for developing thing. Billy Gladstone, he was. Then George Lawrence Stone is very interesting, famous because he wrote story. Yeah, stick control book that we have to show.
There it is.
Yeah, we got it.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the book.
Yes, this is the Bible of techniques book, of drum. This is a Bible. So this George Lawrence Stone wrote this book because he wanted to to develop an exercise called free stroke. The free stroke is a very interesting exercise. It's an exercise to develop the control of the rebounds. So you know that we have a natural rebound. It's an argument. It's normal. So this exercise were very cool. It was very cool because it's an ancient exercise from the 30s. You know, George Lawrence Stone was okay. So the free stroke is the ability to control the rebounds. So now I want to just to show the difference from a stroke without rebounds and a stroke with the rebounds, with this technique, with free stroke. So this is a stroke without rebound. Now this is the with rebound.
Completely different sound.
Yeah, completely different sound. At this moment, this is the technique. This is an exercise. Now we cannot explain all the exercise, but it's interesting to see that the sticks stay free, free stroke. So it's free to have rebounds, and the ability is to capture, to catch the. This is an exercise also in the in Giorgio Meyer DVD.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
So listen to the different sound. Without rebounds. With. Is the stick sound. Very nice. And the third, I think very, very important, is a very used technique now. It was Sanford Augustus Mahler that Mahler didn't invent the technique, because we call Mahler technique because Mahler is a surname of Sanford. Sanford Mahler was a genius because Sanford Mahler understood that there was a natural motion in the arms, in our arm, because he saw the rudimental drummer in the world, and he created an incredible exercise, no way, an exercise to have the control of this natural motion. It's fantastic. The Moller technique talks about the whip motion that Don Formularo is an incredible teacher for this, and Don Formularo teaches me all this.
And amazing.
Yeah.
And Rob.
Yeah. So I think that the students that from tomorrow they have to have a curiosity. They must to go to the internet or buy a book because it's very important to have culture. This means culture. I know that Moller is not a modern technique, but Don Formularo created a new way of studying. Okay, this is very important. So the Moller with the Moller we can have an incredible, powerful sound, but with total relaxation, total relax. You know. So to go a little bit faster, we have three Moller. Okay, three type of Moller: the low and half and full Moller. So it's incredible the sound that we can use. This is I only want to show the sound because I like the sound effect that this technique gives to us. So this is the low Moller, okay. It's an incredible sound. I can break my stick.
Yeah.
I did when I practice. So. It's incredible. Yeah. So imagine this is a pad. Imagine here what's up. Incredible the sound. Yeah. This was the low Moller. We have the half Moller. It's very powerful. There is an hair motion, an air sound. Here, yeah. It's incredible. And then we have the full Moller. Pay attention. This is very dangerous. I can kill you. I could kill you. I can break it.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah, the full Moller is this. It's incredible. I am total relaxed.
Just do that once. Do that once again.
Yeah.
Just do the full one once again.
Yeah, the full Moller. You want
once.
Slowly or?
No, just do it as you yeah. And then, but in all that stick is still so loose.
Yes.
Yeah. You've not gone.
Perfect. Yes, this is.
But I can still get that stick. You've just hit that pad that hard, but I can still pull that stick without him trying.
Yeah. Perfect. This is most of the drummer think that we have to have incredible muscles to do a powerful, a
powerful bodies
like me.
Like those, like all.
Yeah, fantastic body.
Incredible. Not so much Rob.
Yeah, so most of the drummer thinks did that, but it's wrong because if you look at me, I'm not a bodybuilder, but I can have this incredible sound only with my wrist or so no muscles. It's a total relaxation. Imagine, so this is okay, the full Moller. I can also play really relaxed, but the full Moller has an incredible sound. However,
it's huge.
It is. It's very interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
But Moller develop also not only power, but develop speed. Pumping motion. There are a lot of arguments. So imagine this where the study with Dom. For me was an incredible experience because this is only a little part of an incredible ocean of culture. So this is what I want to leave to the students. We have the possibility to have. Imagine that we are in an aeroplane, and we have to drive this aeroplane. We must to know how many control buttons that we have. So studying this technique, to have culture, to know, to have this the wish to know, is like that. After it's like to know all the bottom of this airplane, So now, after this, I can choose when I play. If you have to use a more free stroke or Germanic French positions, there are a lot of you know. So incredible. Our instrument become an airplane with a lot of It's incredible. It is incredible the sounds that we can choose. It's all styles, jazz, funk, everything. It's incredible. So, sorry.
Let's just ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, sorry.
I think that. Sorry, we're just passing microphones around at the minute. So, just I think one question or one thing that I see a lot with my students is that they try and play everything the same way.
Yeah.
So they've got one grip,
Yeah.
they've got one motion,
Yeah.
and then they wonder why they can't achieve what they want to achieve. Yeah? And this is exactly it. Everything is a different tool.
Yeah.
It's having a toolbox and having deciding, right, okay, I need to play quite quickly and quite loud. So which technique am I going to use for that, rather than trying to force a technique which is not designed for that? Yeah, does that sort of make sense, that it's a sort of different tool for a different job? Yeah. I think that's the way that I look at it, and I think that's the kind of thing that you're talking about there.
Yeah, we have the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. This I don't know if you it's like in Italy in your own studio, but I'm often getting people coming in who have hurt themselves. I can't play because my arm hurts so much, and it's really just because they're doing this. They're going, yeah, and it's like, oh, stop, yeah, and you got to release things, yeah, and it's almost like a revelation to them.
Yeah.
They're going, oh, this is amazing, but really all you're doing is just working with nature.
Yeah.
I think something I heard probably a couple of years ago from Steve Smith. In an interview, somebody asked him, what is good technique? And he answered it perfectly, and he said, not messing with nature. Which to me is just perfect. Yeah? If you drop something, it bounces. If you stop it, then you've messed with it. So it's never going to work. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I think more and more people should really pay attention to the way that they're playing things, the sort of how they're playing things as opposed to what they're playing. Yeah? I think that's that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Let's see if we've got any questions, and then we'll ask Rob to come up and have a chat for a while, and then if Massimo's all right, what we might do is I'll ask you to come back in a minute and maybe get on and just play a bit in a little while and see what's what. Yeah, let's see if we've got anything coming to do. Don't forget your questions. You can get your questions in on the right hand side of the screen. Okay, there's no questions there at the minute. Just make sure that you're getting your questions in. Okay, so the right hand side of the video player, you can type your questions in. They're going to come straight through. Anything don't waste the opportunity with these two guys. You can ask them anything you want. And they'll try their best to answer. So I think we'll say thanks to Massimo for now. Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'll ask him to come back and play a little bit on the kit for 5 minutes or so a bit later. Yeah, and we'll bring Rob in and we'll have a little chat with Rob.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Okay, see you.
So Rob, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. So tell us a little bit about you, where you're teaching school, where you're from, those kind of things. Because you're not originally, if you can't tell, originally from France. Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you got into what you're doing, how you met, how you got into studying dom and things. Yeah?
Okay, well, yeah. Can I stick this on here? Is it on? Is it on? There you go. It's quite weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I doing? Where am I from? I'm actually from this region here in Yorkshire. So I'm actually coming back on this tour. I like finding on my roots, as you would say, which is quite a weird experience actually, because I'm like living down in Marseille now, in the sunny Marseille. Yeah. Which is probably the main reason I'm there, really.
What are you saying about that weather?
I'm saying it's great. And that's why I come back to experience it. And I have experienced it right now. Which is, actually, it's nice and warm in here. But, so I've been, been coming back on this tour now, seeing my hometown. So I'm from here, but I have my teaching studio up in, or down in Marseille. I've been down there for 11 years now. So I've been down there for personal reasons, but now I have this teaching practice. Again, it's a school that is associated with Dom Familaro, because I went to study with him about 2 years ago. The first time was that was when I went 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And of course I've been back, studied with him, met him many times all around the world while he's been traveling. And yeah, he brought, again, like Massimo said, he brought a lot of things to me. He brought things to me in two ways. Okay, the first way, as Massimo explained, was the technical side. Okay, obviously anybody who goes to see him brings that, which is like developing your voice and using the right techniques for the right job, as you were just mentioning, the right tools for the right job. And he brought me another side of what he does, which is the inspirational side of it, which is something we were talking about in the clinics we've been doing, which is what you do with your actual drum set playing, or what you do basically with your life. So this is what we've been talking about in the clinics, where we've been traveling left, right, and centre, basically. Okay, and we just finished last night in the drum centre in Bradford. That was a great show, and we talked a lot about this. So.
That's good. That's good. So, in terms of your teaching, are you teaching beginners to advanced, or is it now all advanced people, or?
Oh, that's a very good question. I am now teaching probably mostly more advanced people. Because over the years, with the techniques that we're teaching and the way the business has been going, it is now people see that, and they are more likely to be coming to me to use these techniques, to discover these techniques that they don't actually, they're not that well known in France. They may be more well known in England, and I think in France they're a little bit less well known. So people see that, by way of the internet, these sort of things, these live sessions, other things like this, and they some guys are living quite locally there. They're just like, looking on the internet, and they suddenly find, there's a guy in Marseille teaching all this, and then they come to me, and I get this reputation, and so I'm teaching mainly advanced players. I do have a few beginners right now, and there's nothing more exciting than seeing somebody just start up and get him to play a basic beat and get him to play with music right from day one. But to answer your question, most of my people now are basically students who are great players, and they've been playing a lot already. They play in groups. Some of them are even doing clinics, things like this. Some of them are teachers, and they're not getting past that next level. They've got all the techniques. They've got the vocabulary. They've got the ideas. They've got a lot to say, but there's something blocking them that's stopping them from going any further, and that's usually why they come. And they're looking at using these techniques that we've been teaching, that Massimo's so excellently demonstrated, and this takes their playing to another level. That's most of what I have as far as students are concerned. I have a lot of students, but most of them are looking for that next level of playing, and that's what these techniques are bringing to people.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the same thing here as well. That people get to a point of hitting a brick wall and they can't go any further.
That's right.
And they don't really know how. And probably, like us, we probably did the same thing.
Oh, we did.
We got to a point and went, I don't know what to do.
That's right.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do. I mean, I was, from my point of view, I studied with lots and lots of people around this country, and I really found that none of them could answer the question that I had.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why, again, going back to Dom came up, which is why the relationship started and the study started, because he seemed to be the one that was teaching everybody what I wanted to know, including the guys that I was studying with. Well, so like Massimo said, it was the teacher of the teacher.
Yeah,
and I thought,
that's
well,
right.
I may as well go to him.
And
he changed the way that I play altogether.
That's right. It probably changed the way that you play, and it probably changed also the way you think.
Absolutely.
Because it's on it's a two-level thing, isn't it? Same thing. Students come to me for they want to get their playing better, but it's not just the playing; it's what you're doing with it, isn't it? That's the point. And maybe they have a problem on a technical level and a creativity level also. And then again, part of what I do is coaching guys, and it's making sure that not only that they play good with their technique is okay, but that they're doing something with it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so I think it's all. We certainly the three of us are all sort of in the same place.
Yeah.
I know we are actually in the same place.
Yeah, we are,
But
yeah.
we are in the same place in terms of the
Okay.
way that we're playing
Yeah.
and things. Yeah. I think that's a really massively important thing.
Well, this is what we've been saying last night. We said last night you were there in the clinic. Our clinic, Motions and Emotions, was named basically for this reason. It's all in there. For those of you who haven't been to the clinic, Massimo starts the clinic himself, and he uses his motions, the correct motions, and he explains this to the audience, using the correct motions to express the emotions. We're talking about playing here, the musical emotions that he has. And then I talk about the second level, which is basically using the right motions, the right actions in life, to do what you want to do with your drumming activity. And that is basically our story from beginning to end, and that is the message we've been trying to deliver all over Europe this last week, and we still have another day to go in Berlin if we are still alive at that time, which is debatable.
Yeah. But I think that's brilliant. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, don't forget, there's not, we don't know at the minute who's online with us at all. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
There could be 2 people. There could be 100 people from all around the world.
Okay.
We've got members
Right.
from all over, so we don't really know who's on. Yeah.
Maybe my mum's online.
Yeah, maybe Rob's on. Hi, Rob's mum. Hi.
But I don't know, I saw a computer this morning. It probably wasn't, but that was.
So if you want to ask the questions, then it's totally interactive. You can do that. That's not a problem at all. So I think what we might do is if we could maybe ask Massimo to come and play for you and maybe show you some of these techniques in action.
Okay, good idea.
And then maybe we'll do a swap and Rob, you can do the same.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
We'll see if we can do that. So if you just give us a couple of minutes just to swap places again,
Okay.
and we'll see if we can get Massimo up to do some playing.
I'll deal with the
guys.
mic.
Yeah. So Massimo now back on the kit. I was blown away last night by Massimo's opening solo. To be honest, it was just it was so nice to see somebody playing really musically and with real emotion. So yeah, we'll just sort of hand it back over to Massimo and let him just play for 5 minutes or so and just show you what these techniques and the study and putting some time into your art form can really do. Wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. Yeah. Yeah, superb, superb. Thank you very much, Massimo. Thank you. Thank you. So that's brilliant. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. So we'll take a few questions in a minute. Yeah. Well, Rob's just gonna sit down, maybe play some groove stuff, and just show some of the ideas that Rob plays, in his general playing, and then we'll kind of take it from there. All right. So massive thanks to Massimo, and here is Rob. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. So we'll just get Massimo back in as well. I'll just adjust this camera so we can get everybody in. There we go. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I think everybody's been a little bit on the shy side. We've got quite a few new people online with us today, and I think everybody's a little bit shy or not quite sure how to ask the questions and things. Yeah. So I think I'll sort of pass back over to Rob and Massimo if they've got anything they want to say finally, just to finish off with, and just anything that you want to say, just to sort of finish off and say this is what we're doing. This is the whole idea behind it. I mean, it's obviously both monster drummers and both amazing teachers. So it's just a few words just to finish off and give that a little bit of inspiration.
Okay.
Okay. So, the last thing, to say. Yeah, I would like only to say, please, believe me, please trust in you. This is, because this is the reason why I'm here for this, because I trusted in me. No, yeah. So and then I'm so lucky now to do this clinic tour with Rob and to do and to be here at the Raw Studios with Richard. Richard, thank you very much. So please, this is the last thing that I want to do. Before the technique, before the music, trust in you. This is for me.
It's quite weird, this microphone thing, isn't it? Yeah. I have to do this every day. That's good. So continuing with Massimo's message, what he said is very important. Trust in yourself. Trust in your instincts. This is very, very important, and this is the whole message we've been trying to deliver as we go around from country to country on this 10-day tour. Is not just about the techniques, as Massimo explained so well. It's about what you're actually doing with your playing, and this is about trusting in yourself. This is indeed very, very important. And we have been talking about how easy it is to talk about things and not necessarily take the right actions to make these things happen. And this is the message we're supposed to be delivering to everybody. This is a message we have managed to deliver everybody so far. As I said, we got Berlin in 2 days and we're back home, and we ourselves are back to our teaching practices. We're back to doing it every day, helping both newcomers, both new students and advanced students, making the most of their drumming, both in the technical way and actually going out there and making it happen for them in their own personal lives. And this applies as much to drumming, much to other things outside of the drumming activity than it does to the actual activity itself. This applies to all walks of life. It's about making things happen, motions and emotions, getting the right motions to make to express your emotions, whether that's on the drum set, whether it's your career, whatever it is you want to do, you need to make it work. Trust in yourself, as Massimo says. Okay? There we go.
Well, I'd just like to, finally, I know you can't see me at the minute because I'm off the camera, okay, but I'd just like to thank these two guys. They've been a pleasure to work with over the last couple of days. As I said before, amazing players, amazing teachers, and above all else, just kind of amazing people. And it's that belief and that inspiration that you really need to go out and seek. So thanks for watching, guys. There's more live lessons coming. The schedule's on the site. Check out Rob's site, check out Massimo's site, and we'll see you again online soon.